Welcome to episode 5 of Lot Talk. This is a quick bit about features and sleepers. The sale is this Thursday, March 4th. March 3rd. Broadcast on DV Auction. The sale starts at 1 o'clock. And if the videos are up, if you got any questions, all of our numbers are in the catalog. Of course, I got Dylan, Craig, and Jake with me. And, if you got any questions at all, I'd encourage you to call any one of us to visit about the cattle. With that, we're going to do just a quick little blurb about features. I mean, we have kind of a short list, we've talked about them in the previous videos, and so we're not going to go back through them at any length. 1, 2, 4, 14, 15, 17, 18, 20, and 39 are kind of our top, maybe 34s in there too. Those are kind of what we consider maybe the feature lots and the bulls that are kind of the very top end. But again, different bulls work differently for everybody, and so there are some very good bulls up the way, and that's why we're going to start here. We're going to start paging our way through the catalog. We're going to start at the lot 40 page, which is page 25. My first sleeper will be 41. That bull's name will be different on when you get the transfer, and there'll be a catalog correction. He'll be Bieber STOCKMARKET, but that's a pretty good STOCKMARKET calf. Quincy Olivier is a gal. Her dad puts in embryos for us, she has this female, done an outstanding job, and brings us. Part of it is she's a young junior, and so I like to bring attention to that calf because he's a pretty good calf, number one, but also he's raised with our ETs, and you'll find him when you see him out there. As we move to that page, anybody have anything else on that page? How about the next page? Nope. What's the next lot that somebody might have?
66 on page 32. There.
Okay, we'll go up to 66. There's an Energizer calf. Go ahead, Jake.
Yeah, it's an energized calf. We were videoing this week, and he just came in the ring, and he just really stood out to me. I mean, he's got nice depth of body there. Maybe he has got a little bit more leather up front than I would prefer, but I think maybe that's why I put him back to the sleeper. Maybe people will look that over. Got some really good growth.
The one thing to remember about kind of that extra leather is those cattle that have some growth, that's actually a positive thing. Those tight-fronted cattle are not going to grow. So I think that's something that one needs to remember. But go ahead.
And you can see that. I mean, he started at 56 and he caught up and stood with the pack there. And, I just really like how he looks, and, just really caught my eye when he was coming through the ring.
So what's the next sleeper that somebody has? I'm guessing maybe next page.
I'm gonna go with lot 73. I'm a big fan of that Stockman daughter that he's out of. She just calved here the other day. I've always liked her, and that calf is sure easy on the eyes. She's got enough power to stick with the rest of them at the front end.
That one's for you, Steve. Anyway, so thank you for that, Dylan. Yeah, another good Energizer calf and a classic pedigree. Something you're going to see a lot more of here in the few years is kind of Energizer on Stockman. As we move up, what's the next lot that somebody has?
I had 86.
Oh.
That's a stock market calf. Kind of what you said about that other stock market calf, just the style on there. He always catches my eye, and this one really caught me off guard a little bit further back. Calving ease and growth. Does what stock market does and moves really nice.
I do think one thing to note, that cow was a donor for us, and I think there's going to be full sibs next year.
Yep.
Born
They'll
to
be
this
born
very
this-
mating.
They'll be born this spring.
Yep, exactly. So Jake found one there, but that's sure a bull of interest, and the kind of mating you're going to see more of in the future. Mm-hmm. What's the next lot somebody has?
I kind of went a little deeper with mine.
Yeah,
That's all right. That's all right. So I guess the next one I have is like 127. He's been a kind of a long time favorite of mine. Maximus son out of Rolling Deep. The bull reminds me of Rolling Deep. That Adele cow line has been a cow line I've liked. Well, they're throughout, but that 311 cow was one of the, was a peach, and I really liked that cow. We lost her. for no, I mean, she died one fall with no real reason, other than maybe we'd IVF'd her, her a few weeks before, but she was a great cow, and we have some great daughters. What did I skip anything that anybody else had?
I had 116, but it's another stock market calf. Again, they catch my eye, but just as you look at the video, he just has a nice strong top on him. I mean, that really impressed me.
Comes from the Rouse program, goes back
Yeah.
to the cow line that produced Samurai, which is the sire of Spartacus. Yeah, I just think
When you watch the video, he moves really nice. He's got the nice strong top. If you're looking to correct anything, I mean, it's
Stock market and atomic, that should work for
Yep.
anybody.
I had 118 on there. I'll just copy the same thing Jake said. I mean, he's a stud when you see him out there. All the stock market calves just look so uniform, and they're gonna do good things.
Yep. Make sure, one thing I'll mention is on our website, we do have the actual scrotals up. You'll get actual scrotals on all the bulls, or it will be up in the next today. But we did do a pre-breeding screening on all the bulls, and so we have actual scrotals, which helps some people, actually, I think one's a little, or two's a little bigger. I think a lot of the bulls are a little bigger, surprisingly, because of the weather we had last week. But anyway, on from 127, or do we have another lot that somebody had?
I had 149.
Okay.
Now that we're on to him, I like that Profit Maker calf. I think he's one that has a little more style than some myself. Not as quite as raw made as some can get, and sure has the data to back him up.
Yep. And his Grandam sold on the sale last fall. We'd actually flushed her quite a bit. 359B. There's going to be a young, huh?
We still have her.
We still have her, but she's high densities.
Yes.
Yeah, she's high density's mother.
Yep.
Yeah, high density's a hard drive. I take that. Yeah, we didn't sell her because she was open, but she's bred now. We'd flushed her most of the summer and then bred her, or most of last year and bred her. So, just making a bunch of embryos out of some of the best cows here. So she'll be on next fall's sale. But yeah, I mean, you caught one there that's got a real good cow line. What's the next lot somebody has? Well, I got one up in the 170s, unless somebody had something sooner.
No, I'll go with you on that one.
There's a 178 bull that I really.
Everybody's got it.
I didn't. Oh, I did have him. Son of a gun.
Yep.
Okay, so that makes 4 of us.
Yeah. So we all found him. I guess he's not a sleeper anymore. Yeah, that's a good energized calf. That 477A Renee cow is actually working in the Frank herd. That's the mother of Spartan too.
Yeah.
So again, I find a pretty good one up the way here. So as we move up,
I got 183.
I got 181. I'm
Okay,
first.
you go first.
So 181 is a forefront calf there. Really caught my eye. I think he ratioed like a 124 I had written down there on IMF. Just moves really nice. One of the more stylish forefront, kind of matches lot 1, I'd say, maybe just a little bit smaller.
okay.
I had 183. Good 116 calf out of a really nice mitigator daughter. Just he'll catch your eye when you're up there. Got some power and a low birth weight calf up the road.
Next page, 58, 59. Anybody have
Got
anything?
185.
Okay.
Another stock market. They're hard to miss. Out of a pretty good endurance daughter there that's done a good job. So another one to watch there. I mean, he'll bring a lot to the table.
Okay.
193 I also have. So
Good,
Don't turn to good yet. So, yeah. This was my favorite page, I guess. So, just a pretty nice atomics on out of a rolling deep daughter, and I think I just think that he'd probably do some things internally for a guy that
Yep.
you know.
It's sure a nice pedigree. I mean, without a doubt. I mean, stacking atomic on rolling deep really is, a good one.
Yep.
So, next page. Anybody have anything in the 200s here? Or?
204.
Okay.
I had that one too.
I'll brag Dylan's gap up a little bit, but he's That's a stock market that'll sure catch your eye. I mean, if you drive by the pen, if he's anywhere next to the fence, you'll see him every time. Out of a doggone good Durham cow that Dylan's got, and yeah, just take a good look at that one.
Surefire Cavanese too.
Yep.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yep, 3-star Cavanese. Next page, anyone? We'll move on to 64, 65. Seems like there was a black calf I had up here, but I didn't get him marked. But
Okay.
in this range, but
I have one on 66.
okay.
232. It's a Maximus calf out of a really good right-on daughter. I just find it hard to pass him up. I mean, he looks really good in the pen. And then how many times can you go to lot 232 and have a calf that issued 87 at birth, 109 at weaning, and 106 at yearling?
It's a good point. Yep.
And he was quiet in the pen, I remember.
Absolutely,
He
just
easy
dog
to get
gentle
along
and
with.
easy to get along. Yeah, yeah, he's not gonna get worked up about anything either.
Yep.
So
We get up here and we have some 234 who's an ET, has brothers all the way up through the order. Of course, 234 is the last one of that, but that's sure a calf. He might be the less performance of the group, but there's some stout genetics there. With that,
I had 244. And he's all the way up in pen 5, but I sure like him. He's the picture perfect cow bull, I guess, in my opinion. He's made really nice. He's gonna pack a little more birth weight, but 82 at weaning, 128 at yearling, 30 on the milk versus maternal. You really can't go wrong.
Yep, and that's a bull that we bought out of the Sam Tweed program. And Sam's been doing a good job up in North Dakota breeding performance, really high performance kind of cattle, and that bull has sure produced some high performing kind of stuff.
I have 239 also.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we tend to like the same ones, but I just think he's a really nice calf up the way a little ways. Gonna bring a lot of power, and I really like that cow that he's out of that 228 E cow. I really like that cow a lot. I think.
Did we flush her dam, the 233B cow? I was thinking maybe we did, but I'm not positive.
I can't remember.
She was a good cow.
Yeah,
We may not have flushed her.
Yep,
but-
darn good cow, and I think for somebody looking for a cow bull, I think he's gonna fit the bill and probably leave some daughters. So.
Yep, absolutely. That's what I caught my eye to.
Okay.
It may not be as big as lot 4 or whatnot
Right.
up there, but he's just as good. He's made well. I really like everything about it.
One of the things that's been my goal is that I want people in all price range to be able to select bulls that are good, and honestly, we want our offering to be so that you can throw a dart at the catalog, take that bull, and have success. That's our passion for making good ones. We want them good all the way through, and that's why when you get up to this pen, we still find bulls. To the final pen, we still find bulls we like. Do we have anything higher than that?
I had 247 just for the fact that he's a sure shot heifer bull. Still has some growth to go with him, and the reason why he's higher up in the pens is because he was about the second to last calf born.
Yep, little younger calf in this offering, and still is sure worthy to note. So
I think that's true for a lot of these cattle back here. I mean, you look 249, 250. A lot of those are just younger, and that's just why it might be a little further back.
Yep. You get in up here, and you get a few more turnout or cleanup bull calves and that sort of thing, and so they get younger. There's nothing wrong with these cattle. They'll work for a lot of our customers. If we didn't believe they wouldn't work, they wouldn't be in the catalog. They wouldn't be in the sale. Make sure you check the scratch list. It's important. We'll be posting that. We will have a sheet. Of course, that'll have actual scrotals and disposition scores. All that stuff will be available on our website. Or if you're having trouble, don't hesitate to call us here at the ranch. That number's in your catalog. Again, remember the sale is Thursday, March 3rd at 1 o'clock. Feel free to call any of us, and thank you for watching.